Hello, dear folks. Welcome to the show. Jack Chow in the celebration of the new year with the G&E TV on the East-West show. Joining me in the celebration is my good friend, Mr. Ken Hemming. My good friend. Well, we share a lot, and we argue a lot. And for most importantly, we are friends, as close as we can. Now, we are looking back into the Pasadena Rose Parade. And it's a tradition for over 130-something years.
Yeah, very long time.
Yeah, very long time. And it is a event that my friend Ken Hemming has been volunteering for the past
26 years I was a volunteer.
26 years, right. So, and it's really, to look back into the parade though, you see lots of messages that the parade, well, has delivered. So let's see what kind of message we see from the parade. So what is the overall comment about that past parade?
Well, and I'd like to...
Which was yesterday.
Right, which was yesterday. I'd just like to say first what a glorious way for me to start my year with G&E, EDI, you, Mr. Sue, and your viewers. So thank you for letting me be here.
Sure.
And then, you know...
The pleasure is here.
It's beautiful. And, you know, it's always good to start your year out on a positive note. Mm-hmm. You know, that gives you hope and belief in the glory of the upcoming year.
Exactly.
And what greater way is there to be happy and to feel positive than to watch a beautiful parade of floats, bands, horses, and beauty in the color of the flowers.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a beautiful thing. And yesterday, the parade starts right in front of my house. The whole message of the parade is international in nature. There's always the China Airlines in there, which is such a beautiful float. There was a band from Japan. They're from all over the world that come there. And people, it was like 33 degrees yesterday, which is pretty cold. Everybody had a warm heart and a warm body.
Exactly.
So it was, it's the way to start, and then it builds up your strength for the next 364 days.
Exactly. I know you're a man of positivity. You have a set of mind of positivities too. But to be realistically positive about the past event, if you compare the parade of yesterday with the one last year, though, what do you see as the difference?
Well, here's the belief that all tournament members have, which is what I was. So all of the presidents say, and they all believe, this is the best parade we've ever had. And then the next year, you believe that's the best parade you ever had. So everybody always wants sunshine, which we had. They want floats not to be towed by vehicles, so they all work. And we had one tow yesterday. And you want people to be healthy and to show up and everything. And so it's all, every parade is considered to be the best parade ever before.
By number counts of the floats, of the equestrian blocks, and of the dancers, of the whatever, right?
Yeah.
Or whatever shows at the tournament, though.
Yes.
By count of the numbers, do we see bigger numbers than last year?
No, not really. Actually, say a while ago, there used to be about 55 to 60 floats. Yesterday there was 40 floats, 23 equestrian units, and 19 bands. So it's shrinking a little. It used to be about 2 hours. Now it's about an hour and 40 minutes. And a lot of it, there's a lot of competition in this world for parades, like again, with Macy's and that. So there's more minutes spent on entertaining things in front of the VIP grandstands and a little bit less on volume.
I see.
But so it's evolving over the years because everything has to evolve or it dies.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
So that's what's happening.
And what's the size of audienceship? I mean, participants.
It's like 300 million. 350 million around the world, and we have somewhere between estimates of 600,000 to 900,000 along Colorado Boulevard in Pasadena watching it in person.
Close to a million.
Yes.
Close to a million.
A lot of people.
I know the number of counts is kind of between 1 to 1.5 millions. And to my audiences, I myself, during my early years, followed the parade for 16 years in a row. 16.
Nice.
1-6 in a
Nice.
row. Later, when I became busier, well, I kind of not afford going. But this year, is really something that I pay lots of attention to. And lots of people can take that as an indicator of the economy. Do you think that's a right way or right angle or right way to example?
You know, I think there's you make a very good point in terms of like the floats. At one point, they were going crazy for animation. They are far less animated. You know, what you can buy for $1 kind of changes over time, but I think, say, per foot of the float, they're less elaborate. Now, not less elaborate in the flowers, but less elaborate maybe in the length and the activities on the float.
I see.
The bands always are phenomenal, and always the two most popular bands, Jack, are the U.S. Marine Corps. Who doesn't like a Marine?
You're right.
And the Salvation Army.
You're right.
Those are the two. Always, people just go crazy when they go by.
And of course, there are different areas. You're talking about the when you talk about the equestrians, the units. And you're talking about bands, you're talking about traditional ways.
Yes, sir.
Okay. When you're talking about float, you always pay attention to about the technology.
Yes.
Right? The digitized technology.
Yes.
Part I noticed that we use more this year than last year.
And that I don't have a solid foundation.
I kind of feeling, I don't have the mathematics with me, but I have the feeling.
But I think that technology can make animation easier, but there's less animation on the average now than there was a few years ago. There were some tremendous things, people flying through the air and things, okay?
I see.
But the flowers, they're just incredible. And then the people on the floats. There's a lot of cities that sponsor a float. That like
Who's
South
the
Pasadena.
Best? I mean, when float's concerned, who is the best? Which one is the best?
Well, this is real easy for me to answer. Are you ready?
Yeah,
the Rotary International float.
Rotary International, right? Okay.
Slam dunk.
Right,
I was the chairman of our Rotary International Float Committee in 1988. I was alive then, and we won a Princess Trophy. We had a very beautiful float. In this year, it was all about water. We're trying to have pure water, better water in the world.
Yes,
okay.
Water.
But Honda has always got a great. They're sort of the sponsor of the parade now.
Rotary International. Oh, that one is good.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way,
but it's a small one.
This tie is from Rotary International.
Nice.
It was given by the president of Rotary International, Mr. Gary Huang.
Did you get to meet him?
In person, of course.
Okay, good.
In person, and I got this tie, right? So, well, anyway, just
well, he's going to have my book very soon, also.
Oh, is he?
And I was honored to host 5 Rotary International presidents at my golf club Annandale for New Year's Eve parties.
I see.
Which was one from India, one the Philippines, one England, and 2 Americans. What a beautiful honor that was. Those guys are special.
He's the first ever Chinese president of the Rotary International.
I love it.
It's such a big organization, right? So. Well, no wonder they won the best place, best of a float.
But there's a lot of, it's a shorter float, maybe 35 feet, but others might get up to 60 or 70. The Honda float was, I don't know, 80 or 90 feet.
There's a saying that the China airline won
always
a good
tremendous.
place, right?
Yeah.
Is the Phoenix, is their Phoenix design.
Oh, Phoenix,
the Phoenix, right? Their Phoenix design.
Yeah, there's I don't know 3 or 4 companies that make their living, their entire living for the year by doing floats and different kinds of events.
A bird that flies never went missing.
Yeah. Now I have trouble with that China Airlines float because I get confused whether to look at the flowers or the ladies that are on there because they're both. I don't know which is more beautiful.
Good.
It's a good problem to have.
Only because you have a pair of keen eyes.
It's a good problem to have.
Right. And in my case, I look at everything blurred. It's like that's a bird. That's it. That's a bird that fly and never went missing.
Yeah,
right?
That's right.
We have lots missing already.
Lots.
So, all right. So, to my audience, today is a retrospect to the Rose Parade that happened last year. I believe for the week or the even coming month, we'll be talking about it. G&E TV did our own coverage of the whole thing. As you can see, on the big screen, those pictures and the videotapes were from our own coverage. We did a good job. And my appreciation, my thanks to my own crew who stood there in the cold, 36 degrees something, everything shivering. I did even receive a picture from William Liu. He was kind of doing this.
I love William.
A tough job, but we feel glad that we have such a such a crew that's long tested.
Nice job.
Give them a hand.
Absolutely, nice job.
Let's take a short break. When we come back, we'll continue.